Hey there, friend. Today's video, it's a little different. This isn't a rage video. This isn't a quitting announcement or anything like that. It's not clickbait. This is an honest conversation because I love this game, truly, from the bottom of my heart. And when you love something for this long, you owe it honesty. I started playing Golf Clash back in December of 2018, completely by accident. A family friend was over at my parents' house for Christmas, and she was just casually playing this cute little game on her phone. Shout out Chelsea. I asked her what it was. She showed me. I downloaded it. And, at first it was just fun. No pressure, no expectations. But later the same day, I was still playing. And suddenly I wasn't winning anymore. Now, as I climbed higher up the tour ranks, the opponents got tougher, really fast. So to me, I did what I think most players do. I went to YouTube, and that's when I found Golf Clash Tommy.
Round, and I have seen so many good scores on Facebook, and I really want to congratulate everybody who has done a good score.
Now, he didn't just show me the shots or just, tell you how to play. He's this fun, lighthearted guy from Sweden who genuinely wanted to help players learn the game. He explained why they worked. And I'll tell you what, I was hooked. Now, back then, Golf Clash was fun and it was competitive, like in the best possible way. If you practiced, if you learned, and if you executed, you had a real chance to win. Now, to me, that's important. Skill mattered, and it wasn't just about money. You could pay, and you could get a little further, but skill really mattered. Now, eventually, I did start sharing my own shots and my own gameplay.
One backspin to one topspin. Okay, all good. I just kind of use these pre-printed sheets. Watch a bunch of awesome streamers, get some inspiration, get some information, and then try to do my best, right?
I started this channel and it's grown to something I never could have ever possibly imagined. Over the years, something really incredible happened. I didn't just grow as a player. I feel like I became part of an amazing community. It's fun, it's competitive, it's kind, it's incredibly generous. I could go on and on about the generosity and the kindness of the people in this community. Thank you. Thank you very, very much. We've laughed together. We've cried together. We've really been through so much. You've seen me go from being a rookie player all the way to master. I never thought that would ever happen, and it has. You've seen the birth of my daughter, and honestly, this game has been a part of my real life in ways that I cannot express here. It's changed me, and I will forever remember and be thankful for the time that we have spent together. Now, in those early years, Playdemic really genuinely seemed to care. They engaged with the community, they listened, and they really tried. I remember them showing up into Tommy's 24-hour stream. They donated $500 to the children's charity. They came into my stream one time and shared some kind words, and it was like a beautiful, beautiful thing. They even one day released a fair play statement, and I feel like at the time they really stood behind it. Not every update was perfect, but when something missed the mark, sometimes they even rolled it back. I remember when they did some kind of a club stat boost. People hated it. Hundreds and hundreds of people protested on Facebook. They rolled it back. We learned, we grew together. Now, in 2021, something massive happened. Playdemic was sold to EA. Well, at first, it didn't seem like that big of a deal. The game kept going, people kept spending money, having fun, playing the game. But slowly, now you tell me what you think. The tone, the environment of the game, it's changed. There's less focus on the players and way more focus on monetization. Now, I get it, it's a business, but there's less heart. There's less feeling, and the game is not the same as it used to be. But not just the game, that connection between the developer and the community, I feel like it's lost. Now, new features did start appearing. They didn't really feel designed for Golf Clash players. Road to Fame, It's a great example. It didn't serve the core audience. It didn't even feel like it served a secondary audience. I know the average Golf Clash player, in many cases, does not even identify as being a gamer. They play Golf Clash. Now, that doesn't mean they don't play other games ever, but many of the people who play this game, they just play Golf Clash. And, bringing in a roguelike game, it really felt borrowed from other games. It didn't feel like it came from the heart and the soul of the developers of Golf Clash. Because EA doesn't answer to players. They answer to shareholders. And that difference, it really, really matters. It took nearly a year and a half to get a new course. And I get it. New owners, new methods, new problems, new policies and procedures. And yeah, the PGA courses are fine. They're good. They feel contractual. They don't feel creative or passionate. And they're good, but they're just not quite Golf Clash, Then around 2025, something else started happening. Certain scorecards began showing up. They just didn't make sense. Now, let me be really, really, very, very clear. There have always been exceptional players, and losing to great players has never bothered me. Tommy, shout out. I don't want to be in your bracket, but I don't mind losing to somebody who puts their heart, their soul, their time, their money into the game. Great players have ups, they have downs, they sink shots, and they miss shots. That's competition. That's fine. I'm down. I've been there since the beginning, and I'm there till the end. But those new scorecards coming into the game, they showed results that felt impossible. Now, like albatrosses on holes that even the best players in the world struggled to get an eagle, patterns in those scores that just did not align with the game's mechanics. Back in the old Playdemic days, this would have raised like major red flags. Today, it feels completely ignored. Now, I'm not accusing any one person of cheating, but many players, tell me in the comments, believe that external tools are being used. Now, not just calculators or grids, things that are available to everyone and free, but something else, something worse. And whether that belief that I have is right or wrong, the loss of trust, that alone damages the game. Now, for sure, some people will say, it's just a game. Get over it, man. Like, what is your problem? I get it. I understand that. My life will go on no matter what happens here. I've got a great life, a beautiful family, and a wonderful career and beyond this. But, I've invested thousands of hours, probably thousands of dollars too, years and years of energy and heart and soul into building something positive. When that trust erodes, competition, it loses meaning. A great example is the Prism chest. It was one of the best features ever added to the game. Back in the day, when you maxed out your clubs, that was it. You just gathered extra club cards and there was nothing to do with them. So, the rewards from the chest, they lost a little bit of meaning, right? But the Prism chest, it rewarded that time and that dedication and that loyalty to the game and to the community. Once you owned all the balls, you could use your last ball today and receive a new one again tomorrow. That's how it's been since the day they released it. It's simple, it's fair, and I would argue it's loved by everyone. Now, until recently. Now, once you use your final ball, now there's no guarantee what you'll get back. To me, that is not balance. That is not fair play, and that is just monetization. Because for many players, I think, this is the breaking point. My clan used to be really hard to get into. People wanted to be there. Since this changed, I've lost some of my best members, and I feel like the community is literally falling apart. Not because of losing, not because of boredom, because they feel betrayed. This video isn't about quitting. I'll keep streaming. I'll keep playing. I love this community. I love this game, but I'll tell you what, I'm afraid. I'm afraid that every decision putting money before players, it chips away at something special. I get it. I understand business. My family's in business. Profit matters. But let me tell you something. Players are not obstacles. They are the foundation. Every straw added to this camel's back, it brings us closer to the end. Please, restore integrity, restore trust, and remember why people fell in love with this game. As I'll tell you what, once the trust is gone, it doesn't come back easily. If you're still here, thank you. I genuinely love to hear your thoughts. I want to know what change hurt your experience the most. Let me know. What do you think is going to happen in 2026? Thank you so much for watching.